Hi, I'm Marcus from Pooka Co, and I'm here in Basel, Switzerland for WordCamp Europe 2025. So WordCamp Europe is the annual European Congress for WordPress users and contributors, and it's the biggest event in the WordPress calendar, and often it's much larger than WordCamp US. This year the WordCamp comes to Basel in Switzerland, just a fortnight after the Eurovision Song Contest came to town. WordCamp provides a unique opportunity to get inspired by talks, learn from workshops, and to come together and solve problems, and to gauge the health of the WordPress project and community. We've just watched a particularly inspiring presentation about how WordPress and open source is being used on the front lines in Ukraine to help with humanitarian rescue efforts of both humans and animals. So at WordCamp there's something for everyone to learn and be inspired, even if you're just launching your very first WordPress website. And for those of you who don't know about WordPress, where have you been for the last 22 years? WordPress is the world's leading open source website editor, and it now powers over 43% of all websites online. It's open source software, which means that it's built by and for its users, and it's freely available to download and build on as a starting point for your next web project with no ongoing license fees. But with great freedom comes great responsibility, and most of the over 1,000 attendees at this conference will be giving their time for free over the next few days to make WordPress even better. Whether that's by contributing code to the WordPress project, writing documentation, helping to improve the security and accessibility of the website, or just sharing their own knowledge of the software. At Pooka Co we use WordPress as the starting point to build the majority of our custom web projects, and for over a decade now I've been coming along to these WordCamps in Europe. In fact, I attended the very first WordCamp back in 2013 in the beautiful city really of Leiden in the Netherlands, and since then WordCamp's taken me to Sofia, Vienna, Belgrade, Athens and Turin, and in 2019 I even volunteered as an organizer of WordCamp Europe in Berlin, which still remains the largest WordCamp event ever, drawing 2,734 attendees from nearly 100 countries. Now before that I'd helped organise some local WordPress meetups back in Scotland, but nothing could have prepared me for the planning and work involved in organising a European WordCamp. But it's the community of volunteers and organisers and contributors that have helped to grow WordPress to become nearly half the web. And this year is pretty special because for so many years it was just myself attending this event, and over recent years Pooka Co's grown, and this year we're represented by 5 members of our team, including my co-director Paul, Sean, Andre and Lydia. And in fact, because a number of our team work remotely, WordCamp is the great only opportunity to spend some quality time together each year, and for us to get inspired and make plans for the coming year. So over the next few days we hope to bring you a flavour of this year's WordCamp, and who knows, we might even see you at a WordCamp somewhere in 2026.